You planted one pepper seedling. Now you're staring at a plant covered in flowers and no peppers at all. Something is going wrong and it's costing you pounds of harvest. Stick around because the fix is easier than you think, and it starts before you even put that plant in the ground. Growing hot peppers isn't hard, but growing loads of them takes a few tricks most people skip. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what those tricks are, and your pepper plants will thank you for it. Pick the right pepper for your climate. Not every hot pepper variety loves every backyard. If you're in Zone 9, you've got some of the best pepper growing weather in the country. Long, hot summers push hot peppers to produce like crazy. Ghost peppers, habaneros, cayenne, and jalapenos all thrive here. If you're in a cooler zone, don't worry. Shorter season peppers like serranos or Thai chilies still pack a punch without needing months of heat. Match your hot pepper to your growing season and you're already start ahead of the game. Florida gardeners get a bonus advantage. That long stretch of warm weather means a second flush of peppers is possible if you keep the plant healthy through summer. But that heat comes with a catch, and we'll get to that in a minute. Soil matters just as much as variety. Hot peppers want loose, well-draining soil with slightly acidic pH somewhere around 6 to 6.8. Heavy clay soil holds too much water around the roots and invites rot. If your yard has thick clay, work in compost before planting to loosen things up and give roots room to spread. Raised beds and containers work well too, especially if your native soil is a mess. A container at least 5 gallons in size gives the pepper plant enough room to grow a strong root system. Just remember that containers dry out faster than garden beds, so you'll need to keep a closer eye on watering. Give hot peppers the right start. Pepper seeds are slow to germinate. Cold soil kills momentum before it even begins. Keep your soil between 80 and 90 degrees for the fastest sprouting. A seedling heat mat makes this simple if you're starting indoors. Once seedlings pop up, they need light, a lot of it. A sunny windowsill usually isn't enough. Weak light stretches your seedlings into thin, floppy stems that never recover. A grow light running 14 to 16 hours a day builds stronger, stockier plants. Don't rush them outside too early either. Hot peppers hate cold snaps. Wait until nighttime temperatures stay above 55 degrees before transplanting. Rushing this step is one reason so many hot pepper plants stall out and never catch up. Before you move seedlings outside for good, give them a week to toughen up. Set them outdoors in a sheltered spot for a couple hours a day, adding more time each day. This process, called hardening off, keeps the shock of direct sun and wind from stunting your plants. Skip this step and you might watch a perfectly healthy seedling wilt and sulk for 2 weeks after transplanting. Spacing matters too. Give each hot pepper plant 18 to 24 inches of room. Crowded plants compete for light and airflow, which invites disease and slows fruit production. A little extra space now means a lot more peppers later. Sunlight rules, but watch the extremes. Hot peppers want 6 to 8 hours of direct sun every day. Less than that and you'll get a green leafy plant with barely any fruit. Sun fuels flowering, and flowering fuels peppers. Here's the part a lot of guides leave out. If you're gardening in Zone 9, especially in Florida, full sun can turn into a problem during peak summer. That intense afternoon sun can scorch leaves and stress the plant just when it should be producing the most. Give your peppers some afternoon shade during the hottest stretch of summer, then let them soak up full sun again once the heat backs off in the fall. This one adjustment can be the difference between a plant that shuts down in July and one that keeps pushing out peppers all season long. Watch your plant for warning signs. Leaves that curl or turn pale under the midday sun are telling you something. A simple shade cloth thrown over the plant during the worst afternoon hours can save a struggling hot pepper plant without moving it at all. Before we go on, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss a video. Feed and water for maximum fruit. Hot peppers are heavy feeders, but the wrong fertilizer can backfire fast. Too much nitrogen builds giant, bushy plants with almost no fruit. Look for a fertilizer higher in phosphorus and potassium once flowering starts. That combination pushes the plant to focus energy on peppers instead of leaves. Watering matters just as much. Hot pepper plants hate swinging between bone dry and soaking wet. That stress causes blossom drop, which means flowers fall off before they ever turn into fruit. Keep the soil evenly moist and water deeply a couple times a week instead of a little every day. Calcium deficiency shows up as dark, sunken spots on the bottom of your peppers. This is often less about a lack of calcium in the soil and more about inconsistent watering blocking the plant from absorbing it. Even watering fixes most cases without adding a single supplement. There's one more feeding trick that most gardeners never try, and it can double your harvest without spending another dollar. We're getting there. Deal with pests before they deal with you. Aphids and spider mites love hot pepper plants almost as much as you do. These pests suck the life out of leaves and stems, slowing down flower and fruit production. Check the underside of your leaves every few days. Catching an infestation early makes it easy to control with a strong blast of water or insecticidal soap. Pepper hornworms and other caterpillars can strip a plant of leaves overnight. Hand picking works fine for small infestations, but for bigger problems, an organic option like BT spray targets caterpillars without harming beneficial insects like bees. Speaking of bees, they matter more than most gardeners realize. Hot peppers are self-pollinating, but a little help from wind or insects increases the number of flowers that turn into fruit. Planting flowers nearby that attract pollinators gives your pepper plants a natural boost without any extra work on your part. The trick most gardeners skip. Pinch off the first flowers your pepper plant produces. It feels wrong, but it works. Early flowers pull energy away from the roots and stems your plant still needs to build. Removing those first few blooms lets the plant grow bigger and stronger before it starts putting energy into fruit. A bigger plant means more branches, and more branches mean more peppers later in the season. Pruning helps too. Once your plant reaches about a foot tall, pinch the top growth to encourage side branching. Every new branch is a new spot for flowers and peppers to form. A bushy plant with a dozen branches will always outproduce a single tall stalk. Harvesting the right way keeps this cycle going strong. Picking peppers as soon as they ripen tells the plant to keep producing more. Leaving ripe peppers on the vine signals the plant that its job is done, and production slows down fast. A pair of scissors works better than pulling by hand, since yanking a pepper off can snap a branch you were counting on for more fruit. Put these steps together, from picking the right variety, to managing sun and water, to pinching those first flowers, and you'll turn one modest hot pepper plant into a full harvest that keeps coming all season long. That's all for now. Subscribe to see more.